welcome back, everybody. Well, you caught me up in the air. This is King, by the way. That's Ursa. And she's living up to her name. Because she's a pain in my Ursa. That rabbit there, she's was Queen's baby. And she's just like her mother. Mean is all out to bait, I'm telling you. That rabbit there is mean. You ain't careful, she'll bite you. She's like, just give me some of that food. What do you got in there? Well, today, King, we have some lettuce. There you go, baby boy. He's not a baby anymore. He's a big boy. Hopefully this weekend I'll be cleaning out their cages. Last night here in Ohio we got a dusting. Nothing major. But yeah, we got a little bit of snow last night, and before I forget, I better give you some food. But yeah, we got a little dusting yet last night. Nothing major. Even though we are in a county school district, and since that Carmen had a 2-hour delay today, she'll be going to school here in a little bit. But yeah, because we live out in the county, the county roads ain't too bad, but they're, you know, with buses and stuff, they want to make sure that everyone's is good and safe. Because we can understand that, right? Down here below Ursa, we have Chestnut. Now she's the oldest rabbit, I think. Trying to think here, wait a minute. Yeah, because we had Iceman. Okay. Yeah, so Chestnut's the oldest one out of the three. And I think King, no, I don't know. Paisley girl could tell you, I could look at the rabbit journal that we have to know exactly which ones are which and who they came from. Chestnut's a really great mama. She really is. When Queen had her babies, Queen threw some of her babies out, kept throwing them out. And so we ended up, I just decided, well, let's try putting them in with Chestnut. She picked up just like that, started taking good care of them and raised them up. I'll be honest with you, I don't know why we didn't think about it. Of course, it was kind of, maybe it was because we couldn't decide of which ones that I put in there. And now thinking about it, we should have took one of the ones that Chestnut raised up. Because I think, to be honest with you, I think Queen taught her babies how to be mean. I really do. You know, I'm sure that animals do communicate. I'm not saying they talk to each other or anything like that, but they might. I don't know. Only God knows that answer, right? There you go. Now he's a really great rabbit here, and this is this is Iceman. I'm trying to think which one, because we had a bigger rabbit before Ice. I'm trying to remember his name. I can't remember his name, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was Ice. Maybe he's original. Maybe he's the original OG. No, I think we got rid of the original one. I can't remember. The point is that the three of these are really good. Ursa, she is definitely not, I'll be honest with you, I don't think she'll raise her babies. Because she's just so, I mean, she is mean. I mean, I could be walking by, and I've never done anything to her. Matter of fact, I saved her from being butchered. Because I basically reached in and I said, well, let's keep this one. I picked the wrong one, I guess. But like I said, they could have all been turned out just like Ursa. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know. But yeah, today's Wednesday. Hump day. Some sad news, by the way. Did you hear about Hokey Pokey? He passed away. I couldn't believe it. But that's not really what's the sad part is. They couldn't fit him in the coffin. Well, they tried to put his right leg in. I know that's wrong. I couldn't help myself. A little Wednesday humor, you know. Gotta have throw a little Wednesday humor in there. He threw his right leg in. I know. Too early in the morning for y'all. Let's go back over here to the other side. Now, hopefully, Gypsy won't knock over this tripod. Because where I have it at, she likes to lay down. Now, get away from there. We'll be knocking over the viewers. Hey, I forgot before I sit down. Can you reach up there and hit that subscribe button real quick and click that bell for me real quick, if you don't mind? I appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot to do that, but I appreciate it if you do that. Yeah, I thought I'd throw a little humor in there about old Hokey Pokey. But yeah, today, nothing really going on this week. Weather's been kind of yicky and nothing much going on outside. You know, if anyone has any ideas what I could do with a dog who digs, comment down below for me. Because I got a dog out here, and we put him up in the winter camp, and this is his first year up in the winter camp. Before I put him out by the big tree by where the chicken coop is at last winter, and he dug there. I said, well, I'm not putting him there. And plus I have another vehicle parked there now. And so I thought, well, put him in the garden. You know, I mean, can't do any damage. You know, I thought, well, if he digs, you know, it's not going to be a big deal. This dog, you know, I've trained a lot of dogs in my life. And you would think some of the discipline that I have done with this dog, he would learn. But he doesn't. I don't think he was. Gypsy, get away from there. Get over here. You're going to knock over the viewers. I know what you're up to. You want to lay down there, but too bad. You'll be fine. Pretty girl. Yeah, he digs. It's like having a, I had the tip of my tongue there. It's like having a backhoe with 4 legs. No lie. Gypsy, get away from there. I'm going to put you outside the barn if you keep it up. But yeah, he digs a hole like he's like, I don't know if he's going to bury treasure or if he's trying to bury himself. I know that if he keeps it up, I'm going to bury him. Hang on, everyone. Okay, she's sitting down. But yeah, he just digs and digs. Like, we have him over in the summer camp over there towards the top of the hill, and someone said, "Man, you've been doing a lot of digging there. What are you going to do there?" I'm like, I didn't dig any of that. That's all from one dog. No lie, he's a digger, and I'll tell you, he's the worst breed to have. And we got him hoping that they would be good guardian, him and his sister. His sister didn't last long because she was digging. I mean, dug holes, and he didn't start digging until about a year ago. It was right after the spring, this past summer. But he didn't start digging, and then all of a sudden he started digging, and he hasn't stopped. And someone said, well, get him some toys to play with. Well, I've given him toys. And all he does is bury them. Like, I can't leave a food bowl out there too long, because if I do, he dumps his food, and then he takes the bowl and tries to bury it. I don't know. If you have any ideas, comment down below, because I'm about out of it with this dog. I mean, we thought he'd be a good guard. Well, we thought him and his sister would be good guardian dogs, but they're not. I'm thinking about getting a real. Once we get goats and stuff, and we start bringing in the livestock and stuff, I think we'll probably switch him out and for a livestock guardian dog. Just because, I don't think I could trust. Well, he can't be trusted without being on a chain. And to be honest with you, I think he'd be better off somewhere that he can roam and have all of the digging he wants. I don't know. We just don't have a place here for him. So I'm kind of up in the air with him. I mean, he's a great dog as far as personality. He doesn't bite. He doesn't. And when he does run away, he comes right back. He just likes to run everywhere, and we can't have a runner because he's supposed to be guarding the animals. But he doesn't do that because he tries to attack cats. He tries to, when I'm walking him out in the mornings to go out to the back here, the back of the barn, he growls and tries to eat the rabbits. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him yet. I haven't decided. He does ward off, any predators as far as because he barks all the time. But the problem is he's only in one isolated area, and they all know that, so they, we'll just stay away from over there. So with a guardian livestock dog, they roam the property like Gypsy does. And Gypsy runs off, like groundhogs, muskrats. She goes after them. Squirrels, not so much, but raccoons, cats. But she's gotten a lot better with the cats, though. She's came around to being I know, better cover your paws. I'm going to talk about how nice you are with the cats. She tries to play like she doesn't like the cats, but I think she coexists with them pretty good. Now there's, we have an old Himalayan yellow cat. She, when we first got here, she wouldn't come around to any human touch. Even the previous owner couldn't even really pet her. But she's become my cat. She'll follow me around the farm as long as she's not out. Now if she's out, forget it. I'm hiding. I'm staying away. I don't know why, because she knows that Gypsy knows that she can buffalo her, and the other cats are like, "Come on, big dog, I'll take you out." It's like I'm out of here talking about cats. But Katie went today to the beauty salon for the first time. Can't wait to hear about that story. I'm sure that'll be an interesting story. She's getting all pruned up, get her nails done, and day spa. We'll get all her hair trimmed up. I'm hoping it's going to be shorter, so that way it'll be a little easier to take care of, I think. And I think it'll be better for her. I think she'll feel a lot better. I can't wait to see her. Let's see what else. A little political news. What do you think about Trump warning the people over there in Gaza? Well, you got till noon on Friday, and after that, all hell's gonna break loose. I really don't care. Either way, I mean, I do believe that these terrorists are using hostages as what's the word I'm looking for? Media sensation. Nah, I don't want to say it that way, but you get what I'm saying. They're just using them for their own gain, to make them look like they're something. To be honest with you, a lot of them, wearing underwear on their head looks kind of freaky to me, but whatever. Just kidding. I'm a little humorous today, as you can tell. Well, the Super Bowl is in the books. Either way you voted, it was Chiefs or Eagles. I really didn't think it would be. I thought it was going to be more of a. I didn't watch it all. I kind of briefly just kind of tuned in, so I didn't really get to watch the game per se. But yeah, it just seemed like the Eagles came in. Just dominated the Chiefs. And the Chiefs puffed their chest out like they were all that, and it looks like they kind of stumbled, didn't they? Um, I thought it was going to be more of a closer game than what it was. Now some will say, well, it was a pretty close game. No, not really. Uh, I'd be honest with you, I thought there'd be, they would go into overtime and probably, you know, be that way. I really didn't think it was going to be that. I don't know. It just shocked me that the Eagles really came in and dominated the game. So, mentioning of the game, Donald Trump. I love him. He shows up for the thing, and everyone, you know, cheered, and especially when he was saluting while they were singing the national anthem. It shows you a real man. A real man stands while the the national anthem is played. A real man stands up and puts his hand over his heart and says the Pledge of Allegiance. They don't take knees like little wussies. So anyways, one side Donald Trump was on, and the other side was that harlot. I'm sorry, that's what she is. She's into black arts and black magic and witchery and all that stuff. So I have nothing nice to say about her. I'm sorry if any of my viewers are Swifters, whatever they call themselves. But she is no good for anyone, including our daughters we listen to, or our boys. I don't know any too many boys of this is a Swift, but hey, whatever their prerogative is. But she got booed, and he got applause, and then the halftime show. I'm sorry, I don't want to come off, but man, when did our half shows become a spectacle? It's a joke. Man, you remember some of the older Super Bowls, and I'm talking a couple years ago, okay, back a while, okay, back when they played country music at the halftime show. It was showed manly, and you didn't have to worry about someone. Now I didn't really catch if he was part of the performance or if he was the actual person that came on the field and protest, but he was up on the stage, so I don't know how that all worked out. The Palestine flag. I'm sorry. Here's my theory about this. You want to put a stop to these people that are protesting illegal immigrants going back to Mexico and other countries, and you want to wave a Mexican flag here in the United States. You want to wave a Palestine flag in America. You know what? You send that person straight over there. There don't need to be a court date. There don't need to be a judge and a jury. That's a waste of money. It's simple. They stand for one thing. They stand for Mexico. Guess what? I don't care if you're a citizen of the United States. I don't care if you're white, black, yellow, green, purple, whatever color you are. If you wave one of these flags and protest against America, see ya. You waved an American flag or a Mexican flag, you're automatically gone. You wave a Palestine flag, guess what? You're going straight to Palestine. See how long they survive over there. Especially homosexuals. Gypsy, get away from there. You don't need to lay it right to that spot. Even the homosexuals, okay? I know I'm really getting in here deep, and that's all I'm going to say about it. They wave these flags, and they talk about how they stand with the Hamas and all this. Do you know that in that country these people would be stoned to death or beheaded, or however they deal with their people that are like that? But you're going to stand beside them? Fine. You hold a sign up, whatever. You go straight there. Nope, you're gone. See how long they last there. That people, we talk about division in this country. We talk about how our country's divided, that the media does it, our politicians do it. You want to stop the division? You get rid of the people who are speaking against American values. It's that simple. It's a no. It doesn't need to be a long drawn out court date. It don't need to be a jury and a judge. It don't need to be any of that. That's a waste of taxpayer money. Just like someone who's a predator who attacks children. If they are truly guilty, and most times, it's pretty clean, cut, dry, whatever you want to call it. If you're a predator and you attack a child, castrate. It's that simple. Or worse, if it's really bad, if they kill a child, then you just simply take them and you walk them down, give them the needle. I mean, it's what we do with animals, right? If a dog attacks a child, what happens to that animal? It gets put down. What happens if a bear attacks a camper? The bear gets put down. Well, if we do it to our four-legged animals that God made us caregivers of, then we should do it to the two-legged animals, because that's what they are. These people that support Mexico, and don't, want to be, whatever, support Mexicans who, whatever, wherever they're waving their flag. That's where it's sex trafficking. Our children, our wives, our mothers, our daughters, and our sons. It doesn't have to just be females. Majority of the time, it's females are taken over the border and sold off into sex trafficking. How do you get rid of that? You take away the urge to come here in our country and steal our women and our children for perverts. All right, I know I got too on a bandwagon there. It's how I feel. I mean, if I offend your feelings, I'm sorry, but it's part of it. I speak the truth here. It's not a hard system, and I think that's why I like Donald Trump a lot, because he doesn't mess. He's not a politician. He's a businessman. He sees how it should be done, and he does it. Does he care? No, we don't care, because he's getting it done. He does what American people want. They want to live in America. The America that my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and my great-great-parents came to this country. And they were illegal immigrants. Well, they weren't illegal. They were immigrants from Ireland, Germany. They came here. They came through the oh my gosh, Ellis Island. They were quarantined, and then they were processed, and then they got their citizenship. They learned how to say the Pledge of Allegiance. They said the national anthem. They learned the Constitution. They became a productive citizen in America, and they grabbed a hold of the American dream, and they became productive American citizens. Now we can get in a long debate about how, well, technically we're all illegal immigrants because we took away the Native Americans' lands, and I totally agree with that. I'm not, that's a genocide there, and it's very wrong what happened to the Native Americans. And I'm sorry, that happened. Just like African Americans want to blame every single person because they think that they are entitled. I don't get free college. My grandchildren will never get free college. You have a lot more over congregation than you do, but you want to blame everything on someone else. And I know there is some truth to it. There is some truth that they are judged, and it's wrong. Just like we Native Americans, we're all at fault at some point for what happened in our past. But it's our past. We don't live in our past. We live in the now. We live now. I don't live 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Geez, if I could go back, I was thinking this to myself the other day. If I could go back to when I was 16, or go, let's say if I could travel back in time to my 15-year-old self, the things that I would tell that boy to do. Write it down because these are the things you have to do, and you won't mess up if you do it this way. Because I made mistakes. But I can't go around and go, well, I blame this on this, and this is why my life turned out this way. No, I don't blame no one. It's my own fault. I take responsibility for my own life. I don't blame it on Gypsy. I don't blame it on the rabbits. I blame it on myself. I take responsibility for my life. If I become a screw-up, I didn't succeed in life, it's not someone's fault. It's my fault. It's that simple, people. People want to make a race thing here in our country, a division in our country, and the reason that happens is because they want to blame someone else for their problems. Well, the cops. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not saying all cops are good. But you can't put every cop in a basket of cherries. Because some of them cherries need to be plucked out and got out, okay? It's like there's people that did things in our past that we're not proud of. And maybe some people are proud of what they did in the past. What I'm saying is that we need to stop blaming everyone else and take responsibility for our own actions. It's a simple thing that I learned as a young child. Take responsibility for your own actions. That's simple. But it isn't that simple as people. All right, folks. I love you all, and I thank you for stopping by, watching me feed the rabbits there, and doing some little chit chat. I know I kind of went down a rabbit hole on some deep things, and but it's just some things that need to be said. And but anyways, join me on Sunday for a little uplifting inspiration, and get ready for the next week. And by the way, Friday is Valentine's Day, boys and girls. And I say that because girls are not too much of a problem. They usually remember, right, ladies? Right? But us men, we have a little bit of problem. Think of what your wife likes, not what you like, but what you like. And I'm going to bring this up real quick. My wife said last night to me, because she's been having some problems with her stomach, and she said, "You bought that ice cream cake really for yourself." And I looked over at her and I said, "What are you talking about?" And I really, truly bought the ice cream cake for her. I didn't think about all the other things. So when you're thinking of a gift, gentlemen, think about everything that might be going on with your lady, okay, or your wife, or your girlfriend. So think about before you purchase that, because ladies sometimes have things going on that we just don't think about, men. And I know we're in the heat of the moment, we're in the store and we're like, what am I going to get her? What am I going to get her? Would she like this? Would she like that? Go in the store with a thing in your mind going, this is what my wife likes, my girlfriend likes. Right now her stomach might be upset. Maybe this probably wouldn't be the best item to buy her. I'll go buy her some jewelry. And it turns out your wife or your girlfriend doesn't like jewelry. So why would you go buy her jewelry? Think about it before you buy it. Because, Valentine's Day to me is simply, I could give my wife a card and she'd be just excited and happy as a dozen roses and a thing of chocolates. She would just be happy with a card, because that's the kind of wife I'm with. But I don't just do the simple thing. I always go a little bit above and beyond. She'll tell you that too. All right. So don't forget, Friday is Valentine's Day, and as we say around here, we love you, and we thank you for being here. Remember, a smile can go a million rounds the earth. Is that how I want to say that? I don't know. Just smile and take a deep breath when things are bad, and take a deep breath and pray about it. and think about, what would Jesus do? Remember them bracelets? What would Jesus do? And put that in your mindset. Put that inside your toolbox and carry it around with you. It'll be a lot of things. Just smile upon your neighbor. You don't know what they're going through, and they might just need that smile. All right? Well, we love you, and we will talk to you next week and see you on Sunday. All right.